Honesty is the best policy. That's a saying that my mother used to give us for years. If you tell the truth, you never have to remember what lie you told and to whom. Boy, I wish more businesses operated with that as their kind of guiding principle. The other day, I opened an email from someone that I didn't recognize. The title of the email is, "Are you ready for our meeting tomorrow?" Question mark, question mark. I went on to read the email and it was very detailed on what our meeting was to discuss. And they were just quote unquote reconfirming that I was all set to meet with them. Now I thought, boy, did I mess something up? Is this a meeting that I was supposed to put in my calendar and didn't? I've tried to be better about that lately, but some things slip through the cracks. So I went back through all my emails. I'm very lucky that the email thing that I use saves all of my emails. I typed in the guy's name, his company, nothing. The only email that popped up was the email that he had just sent me. I thought, you know what? This sounds like one of those very deceptive sales practices. There are companies out there that do sales training that often encourage people to do things like this. Send somebody an email reconfirming a meeting that you never set up with the hope that they're going to think that it was they that screwed up and they'll accept the meeting. Nope, I don't believe in that. That is not a good way to get my trust and get my business. So I emailed the person back and I said, "I'm really sorry. I don't have anything in my calendar for this. And as a matter of fact, this is the first email I've received from you. If I've made a mistake in error, please let me know." Strangely enough, or probably not strangely enough, I never heard from the individual. That to me is a very deceptive business practice. He had hoped that I would simply think it was my error, accept the meeting, and off we would go. That's not the way I operate. And it's not the way I operate at Fun Enterprises. We make mistakes all the time. We have a lot of events every year, and on occasion, things do get messed up. If we make a mistake, we own it. Yes, over the years, I have misquoted people and I've given them a price that was lower than it should have been. I have to live with that. I'm not going to go back to the client and say, "Hey, by the way, I made a mistake and I really need you to give me the full price of the program." Nope, we end up eating the price. Now, again, there are times when I have given somebody a quote and then they've tried to get a lower quote and we've agreed on a different price. That's fine. That's very upfront, above board. I have no problem renegotiating or negotiating in good faith. This was not done in good faith. I've gotten a number of texts lately from people saying, "Hey, the funding you requested is ready. How much do you want?" Well, I don't ever ask for funding because that's not my part of the business. That's what Wade does. And I know for a fact that he doesn't reach out to vendors that we have no idea who they are to set up funding. It's not something we need right now, so I know he's not in the market for it. Again, a deceptive business practice, trying to convince us that we've had this conversation when we know in fact we haven't. If you're in business, or even if you're not, try and live by the honesty is the best policy motto. Again, if you always tell the truth, you never have to remember what lie you told and to whom you told it. Telling the truth is the easiest way to exist, and it is one that will help you build and maintain relationships for years.